Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dice Culture episode 112 of On the Backs of Gods. I am your DM, Jillian, and today, not the same as always, I'm here by myself. Today, I will be presenting you with a Precap Recap. Sadly, during our stream, we had some issues with audio, and I want to give you the best quality product that I can, which means I will be giving you a recap of what happened here. If you are interested in trying to tough through this robotic apocalypse of robots fully possessing our characters and beat booping their way through the session, you are welcome to skip ahead, see if you can handle it, and if not, you can come back and listen to this. There will be spoilers involved, so, it's up to you. For whoever is listening, whether you are new, an old fan, or my mom, thank you for being here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and jump into things, and I think we can take it from there. The party had been given information about the location of a cultist they were hunting, Gunhild, finding out that she often frequents a bakery early mornings to put a little pep in her step, I suppose, to start the day. The party, after some deliberation, decided that one of the members, Roshan, would disguise themselves as Tate, who is another member of this cult, who two members of the party had murdered a few days prior, hoping that Gunhild did not know he was dead, or finding a way to, I guess, convince her that he's back. One of the members of the party druid, Nyx, flies up as an owl, does a fly about the town, and doesn't see any more cultists in town, no camps. The only thing she finds is an old area where maybe somebody had been hanging out, but it seems to have not been inhabited for at least a day. The party goes to bed early and wakes up even earlier so that they can get a good vantage point at Bun for the Money, the bakery where Gunhild frequents. The party arriving, some run to the roof, some run to grab some pastries and then set up shop on a bench, and Roshan, disguised as Tate, a bit more haunted in the face, sets up shop at the bakery. Eventually, Gunhild arrives, and Tate draws her to him to her attention, and she seems shocked and asks what happened because she was told he was dead. Roshan, with his quick thinking, informs her that he was killed and he was brought back. She asks for a description of who did this to him. One of those descriptions being a little bit close to what Nyx looks like. Maybe a slip of the tongue, maybe not. But during this conversation, Gunhild seems emotional, upset, tears in the eyes, bothered by Tate's current state, as he talks about how he feels something beneath his skin, the corruption that comes with dying on and resting on the soil for long enough, the earth corrupting his body, but now he is both corruption and living, and she seems unsettled. As they talk, he says he is uncomfortable in town, and after taking everything in, she asks him if he remembers the promise they made by the water. And he says yes. And she nods and says, "Let's head out of town. You go first, I'll watch your back." And as Roshan, as Tate, turns to leave, she comes up from behind and stabs him right beneath the chin with a large dagger, poisoned at the tip. And Roshan falls immediately with the incredible amount of damage a surprise attack from this person was able to cause, over double his hit points, and he falls crumpled to the ground, no longer of this earth. And in this space where he is falling and moving away from the world he was just at, moving into a new one, it's as if he is laying on grass instead of the snow and cobblestone he was once on. And he is cupped by millions of hands, the grass comforting him and beginning to pull him into the earth, while above him, the shadow, who he has taken as a patron, cries tears of gold and holds onto his arms, trying to prevent him from falling too far below his grasp. The party at this moment jumps into action as Gunhild runs, quickly leaving, seemingly a bit shocked by some of the occurrences of what happened, and I don't know, you can decide. Lucky for you, the whole interaction with Roshan and Gunhild, the audio's fine. It's perfect. It's beautiful chef kiss. So I will have that time stamped so you can jump over there if you want to get the better details than I could possibly give you. But after that, it's, the robots and what have you. But if you want to do that, that's great. The party jumps into action. Also, if you want to see our beautiful battle map, you can head over there too. But the party jumps into action and pursues her down the alleyway. Keld, one of the newer members of the party, also Tate's murderer, makes his way to Roshan and uses the party's diamond to bring him back. And in this moment, as Keld grabs Roshan and pulls him back from the brink, Keld looks into the golden eyes of the shadow, and the shadow says thank you. Then Roshan is back, one of the living, and Nyx heals him back to full HP immediately, and everyone gives chase. Some people by the roofs, some people through the alley, some people as a giant eagle. I've lost the ability to say eagle correctly. Be careful what you name your characters, But everyone gives chase, angry and emotional from what just happened. But Gunhild is fast and is able to clear the alleyway first, where she encounters a guard, where she informs that she was mugged, and they are following her, trying to attack her. The guard, young, inexperienced, tries to calm the situation down. Gunhild runs and jumps behind a fence. The party catches up, but at this point, it is too late. It seems Gunhild has used some ability, some magic something, to go invisible and continue her trek further and further and further away from her pursuers, not really interested in a combat 1 to 5, it seems. But she runs, and the party stands with more guards coming, as this one guard informs them that he wants to help, but he needs them to stop and talk to him, or he can't help. He blows a whistle which summons more guards forward. The eagle takes off and flies in a direction hoping to find Gunhild, wherever she may be. And Fen, the party ranger / rogue, does not heed the words of the guard and follows on foot, running past other guards who are coming to check out the situation. And I believe that's where we stopped, was with the party having to file a police report. Hopefully. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. We love getting to tell you guys a story. Is my favorite format telling you guys alone in my room in the dark? No. But, better than nothing. So you're welcome to try and pick through, and if you want to watch, if you want to have a little laugh, I think it might be worth the laugh. Thank you again. We go live Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on twitch.com/The Dice Cult. If you're so inclined and you want to watch the shit show in person, I think we'll fix things by then, but you never know. So thank you again and again and again. I'm going to turn everything over to me, so past Jillian, take it away. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dice Cult for episode 112 of On the Backs of Gods. I am your DM, Jillian, and we have our players today, same as always. Oh, I hear me. Kyle, Matt, Katie, Josh, and Greg. I am omnipresent and with all of you.
I'm not seeing any video on the Dice Cult. Oh, there we are. Never mind. I lied.
Guys, hey, we've never had a technical issue in our lives.
Never once.
Not 10 seconds ago at all.
No.
So while we're all here and things are working, and I knock on wood, I'm going to go ahead and give us a recap, and then I think we could jump back into things, leaving at a point for action, perchance. last session, the party was making its way back to town, sort of making its way northwards to get back to Jarlsbecker, which is the capital of the section of the continent they are currently in. This is where they think they will encounter the guard, who is actively helping the corruption do what it does, but at a faster rate. Thinking he is in the right because he is speaking for nature, and it seems people agree with that. Some people. And some people just like not being murdered by corrupted monsters and accept trees in their communities if that stops it from happening. You all push forward. During this time, as a precaution, Keld removes Nana's curse, just in case, after she is bit by a berserker in the woods. And it seems that a correct choice was made, as Keld can see the gnashing of teeth moving through the smoke. And Nana seems to be freed from this curse that had the potential to maybe cause some havoc in the party or the community. Unclear. But you all push forward, spending some time getting to know each other, trying to open this fucking puzzle box that will never open because there's no god, at least no god that will help you open this box. But you continue forward, meeting some members of the community who are just going about their day-to-day lives, whether it be herding sheep or, it seems, salting the roads with this very specific mixture that keeps the roads from salting up. And you all eventually arrive in Noansect. This is where you had heard from your contact that Gunhild would be, which is, for lack of a better word, one of the guard's generals. You saw her kind of helping lead some people at one of the pits. She seems to have been sent here to do something, or, maybe it's a vacation, unclear. But as you make your way through town, finding some wanted posters that are definitely not of anybody currently in the party, you push your way forward to go meet with your friend Ember, who owns a magic shop, who seems real pissed that you didn't complete her mission of getting her some very poisonous oysters. But after basically doing a very poor deal of giving her a very nice magic item and a shit ton of platinum, and giving you back in return items that do not equal that amount, it seems she is willing to maybe forgive and forget as you all exchange information and about how she has recently maybe seen some people in town who know the guard, who perhaps are buying some objects from her, who knows, and every morning frequent a bakery, bun for the money. After this sort of back and forth, Ember, being a fire genasi, seems very interested in Nyx, who she says is born of the snow that falls from the mountains. And you all push forward, everybody leaving the shop with more information than they had prior. That's where we're going to pick up. All of you have just left Ember behind. What do you do?
About what time of day is it?
We arrived early-ish morning. I'll say like noon. Noon, 1, something like
that. I'd suggest that we three, he motions to Nana and Fen, stay out of sight for the night, find somewhere quick, and not make our presence known. And
what was the name of the brothel?
The brothel was Wisehead Inn.
Oh, yes. Do either of you remember the names of any of the employees there, aside from the gentleman who was responsible for stealing a cookbook?
I don't know that anyone met with any of the employees because afterwards...
Gorbjorn was flirting with some of them outside. We spent a bit of time chatting back and forth. I was just wondering. It seemed like a place somebody might get some information if they were looking for it. But I agree with you wholeheartedly, Roshan. We should stay out of sight and not be recognized.
Nyx or Keld, you're welcome to go to the whorehouse tonight.
Of course, it was also mentioned that perhaps Nyx could have a look around town from above.
Yeah, I was planning to do that during the day.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So,
just so that we can get a good lay of the land.
Perhaps we can all head to the inn and get a room, and you can take a lap.
Yeah. Which one are we going to?
The chicken one, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the chicken one.
There was a nicer one near the
There was a nicer one, but I believe they probably still have a letter blacklisting our names because we didn't want to put down a down payment on a cart.
Well, we don't have to look like ourselves when we check in.
I'd rather not get caught around there anyway.
All right.
On account of, the things that happened there.
Burned.
Yeah.
I think that's best. Let's just go to the headless chicken?
Gruesome chicken.
That one. Yeah, let's just take our lumps, go to the gruesome chicken, lay low as best we can, and Keld and Nyx, you're welcome to do as you please, but I think you'll find it a lot easier to move around town without taking anyone's note than we will.
We should at least see where it is first before I head out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll take you there. Or Jillian will.
I'll do it. Hey guys,
Who's Jillian? I've never met a woman called Jillian in my life.
And then he jogs into scream.
Well,
I'm imagining you in kind of a town crier's outfit.
Hear ye, hear
the narrator.
Perchance you are looking for a place to slumber? It's away.
Yonder ways to the gruesome chicken.
Easy enough to get to the gruesome chicken. You've been here before. One of the few places you were currently not banned from in the city.
Hooray! Unlike the church.
For not wanting to put a down payment on the cart. But you make your way to the gruesome chickens. Once again, it's kind of, there's the energy about it that if you wanted to buy some drugs, you probably could. And the drinks are definitely mostly water, but
there's alcohol in
it's here. Yeah, there is probably alcohol in them.
Some concentration of alcohol is there.
Super busy at the moment. There's maybe about 10 people inside, and there's about 4 kind of hanging out outside, just kind of casually.
What do the people inside, what do they look like?
Roll insight.
Oh, 18 on the die, which makes it a dirty 20.
Wow. Between people who maybe got off work early, who maybe worked, night shifts, perchance. A lot of very tired-looking people in here. Some of them drinking, but there are some people who are kind of off in smaller groups that are talking softly. They don't exactly have the same energy as tired worker man. But besides that, bars before. It's that kind of energy.
All right. Yeah, when Fine gets to the room, he's gonna...
Yeah, easy enough. You guys, are you getting...
Not really trying to cause a scene. Make yourself obvious. Sticking with the group. Staying in the party.
Yeah, there's a woman with frazzled hair. How many rooms?
2.
That'll be 2 silver.
Roshan will put 2 silver
She
down.
takes them, hands you the keys, and then walks off. Like, fully
Exactly what we want.
Roshan will guide us to the rooms. One of them tell Nyx and Keld that so those 2 people on the wanted posters,
Very
friends
bad
of ours.
likenesses. Bad likenesses. They got the noses wrong on both of them. I don't know how they managed
Third
that.
one, who knows? Maybe one of us. I don't know. So
I was dwelling on this.
Now.
Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. I forgot to ask, but I gotta ask now. Is Fen the only fucking person left in the party who knows a...
I'm wondering that myself. I don't remember if
think it was
to everyone.
Fen. Who knows the goat thing?
Look, they dropped it over.
You guys left separate, and they left it at a place while you guys were at the damage. You guys didn't get to see the goat thing.
Let me look.
I don't know. Goat was in the room for a while and kind of destroyed it.
Yeah, there
I'd be
was a
surprised if you all remember.
Not that it's super important, but I was just wondering. I wasn't expecting it to be a go look at the notes. Never knew about it, even though he was part of that group that took the goat out of town.
Yeah. Forgot.
You know what? For ease, you can all know about the goat. How about that? Hey guys, thanks for going on that ride with me. We all know about the goat.
Our friend framed or something, but they may be wanted for stealing from a temple.
A sacrifice.
whoever the
And I think several magical items.
That's where
have
you
those.
got the crowd!
You hear downstairs, yeah!
Yeah.
Is somebody agreeing with loud talking? Like,
Fuck. I only...
But I think I'd like to know where I would like to meet with Gunhild as Tate, perhaps disheveled, a Tate who's just covering my bases here, been resurrected from the dead, Olavi, and owe him a debt, but can't wait to get back to that old dirt.
What? That good job.
But also urge her to, if they're doing the same thing here as did it to Noah,
No, what? Thank you.
No, what?
I want to try and convince her that I'm not comfortable in town and that she could perhaps lead us to whatever they're going on out, whatever they're doing outside of town. Unix. Roshan will cast invisibility at 4th level into it, unless someone else has got a better idea. That will get 3, coupled with magic from Nana and perhaps a shift of form from Nyx. You can hopefully be damn near silent in following me.
Just slip into one of our invisible pockets.
The flying consent later.
I could just be a bird. Birds are
A normal bird.
to see flying
That
around.
might be less obtrusive. But I like this idea. I can certainly provide us cover of silence and keep our
I don't know
characters on our side.
if you, Keld or Nyx, have anything at your disposal to assist, but if the timing looks right when we get out of town, and hopefully by then she has given us information as to what she's doing here, if we can save the city. But if not, we have to take the chance.
She's our only anchor to what Bosch is doing. We need to get information from her, or we need to find Nyx and Keld's friend that we've been tracking since Noaten, and make sure she's all right. She might have more information for us if we kill where they are, where they're going. We need to get information first, at very least. But if you can win her trust, then perhaps she could be a
I don't know
source of
if that's
information.
the best thing to do if we're playing off of a falsehood that Tate is still alive, because then we have to keep that ruse going.
For as long as we're with her, but not at all when we're not near her. We're just as at risk of being discovered, being recognized.
I'm looking further down the road. If Gunhild brings back news to the rest of the cult that Tate has come back and is under brand from Olave, then Gatling, whatever we might be able to get from what we've got from Olave, we're also...
I have another small issue. I'm not sure if we're allowed to tell a lie about Olavi, because we all bear a certain brand.
No, we cannot out him. We cannot out him. We'll probably be impelled to lie or to obscure truth, is my guess.
Lafayette, who could lead back to a Lafayette. Be a more
I'm not planning on mentioning anybody unless it becomes relevant.
All right.
I'm not going to spill anything, and if I need to, I can improvise.
You're certainly the most gifted out of the bunch of us at that, Roshan, but I will say that's not a high
Roshan,
bar.
I trust you, and Nana, I respect your judgment on this. Just to kill someone in cold blood, even though we know they're terrible, them having that they deserve to pay for what they did to Noaten, that she was involved without.
You and... So how about we make that a collective? She dies.
Fen, I understand where you're coming from. I respect your principles, but I have to look at this as taking one more piece off the board. This is a broad game of chess that we are playing against foes that have every advantage that we possibly can. And if we can weaken Bosch by taking away one of his right hands, yes, we should get some information from her
Before he
first.
took his right hand, didn't help me.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we should cripple his ability to continue. If she is one of his generals, then she has clout, and if we can cut that one head of the serpent, then at least some of the legs will follow.
I don't know what Keld and Nix think about this. Not as far as I'm concerned. You are our general, and I'll do what you ask, but I ask to reserve the right to slay with deference after this, if this is what you want to do. Again, Keld and Nix, this is your fight, but these are not your personal grievances. You want to hear what you have to say about it.
You would be hunting her down anyway. If Riven had told us, as she did, that Gunhild was here, we wouldn't be leaving her without her being dead.
You deserve it. You deserved a voice in the matter.
And
I want to make sure yours was heard. Keld.
I understand where you're concerned, because I don't think any of us want to kill anyone, but I think this is more than us.
I don't want to say that I don't want to kill anyone, but there is thing, if you'll pardon the pun, the minds of these people. These people are misled, as far as I can tell. They're buying into a false prophet. They've taken it hook, line, and sinker. And I'm not sure they're seeing the full picture. And if it's shown that they are, that they understand that the damage that they've wrought, then they're as culpable as Bosch is. But and I'm not sure what the corruption did. If they're misled in some way, then maybe they don't deserve to die. I've spoken my piece, and we'll do what Nana and Roshan want to do if you two are both on board. But my concern is that the assassins, we've broken enough laws, drawn enough attention to us. That's all I have to say, and if Nana tells me to put the final arrow into Gunhild, then it'll be me that does it. I just thought this needed to be said.
I will try to get as much out of her as I can, but I don't want her leaving that forest.
I agree.
I appreciate what you're saying, Fen, and I don't disagree in principle, but I have a hard time believing that Gunhild is blind to what has been done. If she truly is as deep in Bosch's trust as the damage that has been wrought.
Designs.
So, if we can establish that there is some innocence there, we'll see what we can do.
And then, once she's killed in the forest of them, what do we do with her and whatever other bodies there are? Do we just burn them as we would any others? Or draw attention to the fact that there's a freshly killed conglomerate of people just outside of town?
See whether or not there's another one of these pits. Because if there is, they should burn with it.
Well, and if there's another one, there might be another 3 or another. It wasn't just one last time. Ironing them, but doing so to one might just raise the alarm to the others. I still rather make some inroads to letting the town guard, the chief, somebody know that this threat might exist. Those are my concerns. I've said them. You can all consider them. We've got, a whole evening to do so.
Let's see what Nyx's reconnaissance can find.
Yeah.
By the way, Nyx.
Exactly what I'm gonna do.
Sorry. All right. It would make me feel better if you would take this and put it on your belt for the time, just in case for some reason you're forced to leave your phone, you'll have some way to create a distraction. Just reach into the bag, pull one out. It doesn't matter what it is. Throw it, and then you can wild shape again. Just full confidence in your abilities, but rather you have a backup plan.
Of course. She'll stick it on her belt.
Sure.
Please do have a care, Nyx. We'd much rather have you back in one piece if possible.
Yeah. I think I'll be alright. Just on my own.
I didn't say that, but there's any number of ways that, you could be potentially forced
I realize that I can do that to people as well. Alright. If there's a window in the room, I'm just gonna go over and turn into my platoon owl.
See this wide-headed bird, pale feathers, large dark eyes, and a wide beak, almost a slight smirk at the edges here.
Oh God, her wild shape owl was corrupted as well.
No, I think that's just how it looks.
That was not corrupted.
Aww.
Hey, Nyx,
What are we doing?
Looking for some camps.
sure, go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's pretty good.
And as a reminder, you still get to use your mental stats because druids,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
That's what I just double checked, and that puts it at a 25.
Air, you're gonna be gone a bit. What's team at the end doing?
They're
Just
quiet.
vibing? I was told to have a quiet night.
I mean, Nana is going to have a afternoon. She's probably just gonna be kind of like scribbling down some thoughts for letters for later. And that's probably how she's gonna occupy her time unless somebody asks her for some info.
Roshan will be acting as Tate to try and get the character
Right.
down, but also make him more haunted, undead.
Nana can definitely weigh in. Able to occasionally just find yourself staring off into a corner, losing yourself in thoughts of darkness and vines and the cold, unfeeling earth.
Tate, stop smizing. You're serving too hard.
Exactly.
So are you
Yeah, I was think for a moment I discussed the plan as Roshan, but have gone back into Tate as an acting exercise.
I'll give you this because I think it would be hard for you not to get this as a team.
Okay.
As the remaining team here, I think you all would get this. this, so something to keep an eye on. So you do not fill in the illusion at the top. So that's just something to remember.
We could build some stilts on your boots.
Hey, Gunhild, what about the dirks?
Maybe just the one sandals that some people wear, where there's like 2 blocks on the bottom of the foot, and they sort of elevate you up above the floor. And it's 2 on each, you see.
So, I mean, you are tall enough to get his correct height to what you guys can assume it is. But once again,
Let's just hope she doesn't do anything over my head.
Can you make
or something.
the robes longer? If we
I think I'm
prop you up
gonna
high.
need to do some walking though.
yeah, and are you carrying the shield currently is also one of my questions.
Yeah, it's on my back.
It's heavy. I just want you to know that. Are you proficient in shielding? You're not proficient in shields, and you're short.
Yeah, well, I'm a turtle.
I
so
tell you
my
what,
backpack-
when we get to the moment, if you'd like, I can bolster your strength so that you don't have to worry about struggling against the weight.
I'd actually like so that I can convince her how fail.
I can certainly make that happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Consider it done. Eagle's splendor. Yes. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Great. Roshan sweating profusely.
If nothing else, perhaps you can say the resurrection took a few inches off.
Yeah, I'm toying around with the idea that I lost my legs. I don't know, Nana. He's tall. I'm not.
Like a king of the hill kind of thing? Like, I mean, as long as he doesn't touch your face, you're fine. Or your chest, because that'll be your face.
I mean, well, maybe tall boots. I'm trying to remember. Big tall
Heavy
boots.
shield, tall boots. Let's do this.
Roshan and his tactical stilettos and big
Don't mind me. This is fine.
I mean, well, somebody said something about a polymorph or something rather.
We turn you into a giraffe, and then you put the hat on, and then you take.
As a giraffe, you have to bend.
Oh, and this is a far cry, but Tate's not quite as tall as Keld, but considerably taller than Roshan. If we're going with the approach that Tate has been brought back, what if Keld poses as Tate without a voice, haunted, deeply damaged, and Roshan is some other unnamed cultist that he met along the way?
I wonder what.
See Keld slowly backing up. Interesting theory.
I don't rather depends on whether Keld feels comfortable being the mute, haunted cult man, and
Well,
whether
what
or
if
not.
Keld just that would have prevented him from talking, had he even after being brought back, and then Keld doesn't have to know any of his necessarily have to know any of his mannerisms. and Roshan to Olave or to Lafayette to be brought back and reincarnated, but alas, he came back without his voice.
The only problem is I don't know any disguise magic. And if Keld takes the
You
hat,
can take
he
my
takes-
armor. If I'm going to be invisible anyway, you can take my armor and...
He'll still have he'll
I
still
do
have
They
a
do have
face.
Roshan face still. Does
Keld says he has disguise self,
Oh.
is what he said.
Oh! Well...
Which will only last an hour.
how many times can you cast it?
First level spell.
How many times can you cast it, and what's your height? Those are the two questions.
I can. And
And each casting lasts an hour.
I believe so.
And you are a cult
I remember if you were 8 or
Oh
not.
boy.
7.
Seven.
Okay. Okay, so you'll have a solid
Oh fuck.
extra foot
can't get it right.
of being that's invisible.
Shit.
So nobody is right. It is just it cannot physically change your body.
Yeah.
We'd have to keep a distance or something.
Yeah.
I feel like messaging Amber and being like, hey, you got anything that'll make me like 6 inches taller for a day?
That's not the best idea. Your shit.
And
got any red bottoms?
It has red bottoms, guys. 1,000%. Those are crime shoes.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, you know what? What's to lose? Roshan's going to sending Amber
Okay.
and say, hope you're doing well. You wouldn't have anything on hand that could a few hours a day, do you?
There's a pause. I mean, I'm not sure if you're going to like the answer of how long can, but besides that, I currently do not have any magical options. It's been like an hour, like, you feel like this is something that we could...
Makes sense. So what'd she say?
She's got heels, and
You haven't worn heels since you and Rose were trading clothes.
The whole objective of this is not to get any of us in.
different kinds of heels fed. The ones on your feet.
Oh,
High heel shoes.
Oh.
High heel shoes.
all right, never mind.
yes.
I'm sorry. I'm out of my element.
Meanwhile, up in the air, Nick, unaware of the brain cells they're trying to rub together, Nick takes to the sky.
Tate went through a lot while he was dead.
Hello, the dirt. Am I right, boys? Guys, and you begin a slow, arduous scan of the perimeter. Takes a while. It's also, for you, not the most unpleasant thing, but occasionally there's the pillars of smoke that, because and spikes of corrupted beings kept vaguely ablaze. It is a terrible smell from above, and occasionally you have to kind of swing wide around plumes. And you make your way through. It's cold, but you feel like you have eyes on it. A lot of things pop against the scenery of snow. And you rolled very high. Okay. While you're flying, something does catch your eye. To you, it looks like a campfire setup. You can see where snow has started to fall onto what looks like a charred wooden area, and you can see bits of that dark coloration visible. It gives you the energy of could have been a camp. Depends if you want to get closer.
Oh, of course she does.
Yeah. Would you like to be stealthy?
Sure, but she's a bird, so she's not that worried.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll stealth. It has a...
I feel like owls
Yeah.
would be.
They're not that stealthy. No, it has a plus
That's
3
not bad.
stealth.
Quiet flyers of the night, you know.
You know, that puts me at a 6.
You land on a branch, very casual. You are a bird. This is normal. I belong here. As you slowly head spin, big mouth, slightly. You can tell where a campfire was. You can see where parts of the ground look like something had been there for an extended period of time in spots. Now starting to get a layer of snow that you will not get you don't have a good idea per se about how long it has been unoccupied, but the word unoccupied does come to mind. It's been and there is nothing really left behind.
There's no giant pit.
Sorry with that 25 perception.
No.
Oh, my bad.
Actually, if I got a 26, I'd see the pit.
Sorry, it was
over.
a 26 to take back to the sky and continue your search. You don't see
I
one.
just want to take note of where this is to be able to take people here later.
Yeah.
Maybe when we leave. But other than that,
Yeah. You scan the
continue
space.
my circle.
No people. Nothing. No pits. You take to the sky and continue your trek around. Nothing. You don't see any pits. You don't see any people. You see one hunter, but like just the hunter energy that emanates from them covered in furs. If it's a cultist, he's in great disguise. But besides that, nothing. And you're pretty confident about that.
And she'll head back, fly in through that window if they let it open for her.
I went on the heels when you end. And I counted that.
Just looking at this like Keystone Cops arrangement of people like arguing the benefits and detriments of Roshan versus Keld being this person.
But Nix, you come back in. Are you shifting back?
Just sit there for a moment and listen to this conversation.
I think Roshan continues by saying, I think it should be me because I need to I need to know things that only Tate should know. That Tate, even if he were resurrected, wouldn't tell somebody else. Cause.
I think you're right.
There's also the problem of whether or not she presses you for information that only Tate would know. And if you don't have those answers, that could also be
I
a
think
problem.
there's a chance I could go in a little vacant behind the eyes, you know. I've seen some shit and forgot some shit.
Shocking.
I've got confidence in you. Whatever you do,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to raise up whatever the problems might be.
Does anyone want to pretend to be good Hill?
He squints. So is there anything else of importance that you guys
Yeah, I
talk about
wanted
tonight, or
Ben wanted to put on his best disguised self, Dolph, hero of Aerontoft. This guy what's left of that honey to the bartender. And then he wants to he wants to look like a traveling person with some wares. And he wants to talk in the quiet circles themselves. And slip in a phrase in Thieves' Cant just to see if anybody picks up on it. See if anybody recognizes that he's speaking in Thieves' Cant.
okay, I need 2 persuasion checks.
Okay. The first one is a the first one's a 9,
Okay.
and the second one is a 17.
Okay. The frazzled woman at the bar looks at you and looks at your home created. Yeah, you'll have to ask when the owner comes by. That's not my thing. I can't buy it. So I'm gonna, and she's like, yeah, but thanks. So she pushes on, saying she's unable.
With that perfect excuse, I'll make my way over to the table and offer to sell some honey to the people there that look like they aren't the people that just got off work in a dead time.
You dropping some Thieves' Cant. There's definitely a glance you get from a few people.
All right. Nobody responds and such. Just
You are not responded to in Thieves' Cant.
all right. Cold out there. It's been a long time on the road. Lots of unfamiliar people, hoods on Sundown.
Hate to keep making you roll persuasion, but it's a new conversation. This will cover this conversation for you. One more person. Okay.
That's a seven.
This guy who seems to be, he probably has dip or something in the corner of his mouth, and he chews. Yeah, there was the big thing, like, a couple weeks ago, and somebody's like, couple weeks ago, and it's like, was it? With a lot of hooded figures.
Thing. They actually spend any money, because it doesn't seem like anyone here wants to.
Boss still pays.
There's a lot of traveling. got more traveling to do, and I'd really like to lighten heavy my pockets a little bit with money.
Yeah, what other things? He seems to look past the honey. And like,
Just some odds and ends. Sorry items, vinegar, oil, things of that nature. Might have a way to get some other things. Heard that another associate of mine might be in if anybody's looking to buy those. I clearly don't carry it. Clearly don't carry them myself. Oil?
yeah.
Excellent. I can gonna go use the alchemy jug to try and fill up whatever I gotta pull up the stat sheet for whatever can
My favorite is I have to go to my cart and run upstairs to go to the bag of holding.
I'll put it in
I'm not making this very intoxicated man who's doing dip roll anything. You're fine. I don't think he cares.
How much I can make.
Park this cart upstairs.
That's weird. No, efficient. Pretty efficient. No, but there's no upstairs.
I can make a quart of oil. So I'll use whatever bottles I haven't used with the honey to make
this
a
would
quart
be
of
like,
oil.
once again, that gallon of honey used most of your containers. So I would say you got like, you could do a jar. There's probably a jar or two. I'll give
Cool. It's gonna make a quart, so I'm gonna dump the rest of it out the window.
a bunch of oil just slides into the snow.
It's that or on the floor of the room we have to sleep in. It doesn't stop until it's a...
Can it not go back into the jar?
I don't think that's how it works.
Okay. Fair enough. I wouldn't know. I'm just talking to a Patu owl.
It seems that this dude would be willing to give you a solid. He makes the suggestion of a silver.
Cool. I'll sell him the oil for a silver. That seems fair.
That was his
and
suggestion.
No, Fen is not actually
He
a
will
salesman.
trade it. I mean, Fen did buy her Richard.
Okay.
This guy's like, nice. Okay. And puts it away.
That seemed like quite a bargain for you. Anybody else anything else you know about the people in the hoods?
Trees. Like, you see that this is this man pulling from the recesses of his mind.
Trees. Cool. Do they buy lumber? Is that...
What?
Do they buy lumber? Timber?
I don't deal in wood.
Coin.
I have this oil if you want to buy it for $5. And he pushes the oil jar forward.
Thank you, sir. Buy him a drink and make his way out of the bar. Drop disguise self and come back in the bar as Fen. Not stopping to talk to anyone.
As you exit, you hear this man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you made your first save.
Cool. How many people is this guy with?
He's sitting at a table with other people, but they did not seem together.
It just seemed like a table situation.
A table of folks.
Um,
An assortment.
Yeah.
Cool. I was good. I was thinking about taking the oil back, but if there's a
Yeah, it is starting to fill up now.
Okay.
The tavern is no longer empty. Is there anything else before a long rest? Yes.
Nana for sure wants to discuss what Nick's information.
There wasn't much out there. There's a single empty camp.
Empty.
They've been gone at least a day.
Could you tell exactly?
Do you see tracks leading away from it?
So
Sorry.
Go ahead, Rosie.
Did you see tracks leading away from it?
I took note of where it's at so we could head out there when we leave town anyway. Double check, but
Could you tell exactly?
Sounds like they're probably enough count.
I told you all
Right, of course.
but that was the only thing out there.
What? Does no one have a sewer system?
Ask.
What if they're building?
Oh God! So we have to go down in it?
Just a thought. I don't know if there's nothing outside of town. What if it's already here?
I hate the idea, but I can't discount the fact that maybe if there is one, is there one? I don't know.
You guys don't know.
abominable. He seemed like this town was in.
Because they stand against everything that the abominations are. They have pyres burning them outside the town.
Why would he have destroyed this one first?
He's working off of hype, his clout in this town in the first place. So,
Mike, what's doing here? Is she meeting with the chief? Is she...
They were building whatever this was with Ember.
Oh, that's true.
Which, she's not doing
It
anymore.
could just be her.
Oh,
she's not doing the
well, there's no way we can let her leave with whatever this is.
Certainly not.
I hope she's not making a
I
blue
have
fish
got
monster.
to. Oh.
Let me tell you a story.
You know, I actually deserve better.
My mind.
As the night passes with friendly conversation of horrible things you have
We didn't get answers.
certainly go ask somebody or try and find it. That's not something you guys aggressively look for. There's not
Obviously, we have viewed the trains.
Yeah, they're buckets. It's not. This is not a fancy thing beneath the town, but
Jillian, stop that with your little smile.
you're the one who brought it up, not me. Don't turn it on me. You're like, what if Jillian made a poo monster and I write down poo monster and now I'm bad? Just because I write it down.
This is what we.
So you guys going to bed?
Yes, we're
Some of us
They
are.
are.
Yes.
Some of us sleep.
Long resting now.
Beautiful. And with that, not so much. You get ready for a day of subterfuge ahead. And this is where we're going to take a bit of an early little break. We're going to take a nice little break, and then I think we jump and we will see you guys in 10 minutes. See you then.
Thank you, Ted.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dice Cult for episode 112 of On the Backs of Gods. We just took our 10-minute break. The party is doing some planning in hopes to get information from a cultist. And that's where we are as the night passes, seemingly without incident. You wake up the next morning. You've had a long rest. I'm going to assume, just casually, you can correct my assumption if you see fit, but I'm going to assume you guys tried to go to bed a little early so you could wake up early to be at the bakery for morning, or maybe, pre-morning.
Yeah. Early for the breakfast rush, because we gotta get out and get those good croissants.
Those croissants.
You have to get them when they're fresh out of the oven and fluffy and crispy,
What are we doing?
I think I should go separately. You should all go take up some positions together, guided by our lovely rangers and nature people, and I'll stroll in when I am done shitting my pants for the day.
Don't worry, Roshan, for once I can do this for you. Nana will clap him on the shoulders a very short time before he goes in. You've got this. And he's got Eagle Splendor.
How long does that last?
Eagle Splendor do last, I think it was an hour, but let me make sure. I could be wrong. Yep, concentration up to 1 hour. Oh shit, if it's concentration, then I can't do pass without trace.
No,
Once
Nix can.
You don't need to pass without trace until you start following.
Okay.
I'm sure you can hide in town and be inconspicuous.
Yeah.
And then by then, I won't need the Splendor anymore.
Alrighty. Okay. So, Splenda!
Okay, I'll assume that happens, when you're closer, as close as you're willing to be with it. This is, I would say, verging on a bit of a nicer part of town. Multiple buildings around, kind of a hodgepodge of things set together, kind of a spill of alleyways. So if that was how you wish to hide, you could. But what would you guys like to do? And how close are you getting to the bakery?
Nana would like to be able to have eyes on the bakery, but would not like to be seen by anyone coming and going there. If possible, she'd like to get on a rooftop or an unobtrusive place that is above line of sight, if possible.
Sure, you can go on a roof.
We're starting bright and early, but also this is winter in the far north. Is it still dark outside?
It's a little dark, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's
cool.
It's starting to light up, but it's still dark. Still a little dark.
Okay. Fen will take advantage of that to help himself get up to a rooftop, watching the main entrance of the building if he can. Especially if he can get himself a line of sight into a window or something like that.
Okay. Would you like to be at a different rooftop for angling?
Yeah, as long as I can keep eyes on Nana and the rest of the crew.
Sure, you'll be on a different rooftop that can see through a window and see Nana's roof.
Okay, cool.
She says hesitantly.
It's all about triangulation.
Yeah. Keld and Nix, you watch as they just kind of go and jump onto individual roofs.
You guys have had
Would
to
it be
hide
too
from things
conspicuous to get food?
Keld's been staring at the entrance the whole time.
They don't know us. We could go get a snack.
Y'all could! Legit, you
Keld
could
and
walk
Nix
in,
are the
get a
only
snack,
ones that
walk
can be
out.
part of this conversation. I'm going to say
You
this is
don't
only
get
Keld and Nix.
breakfast. Guys, I just skipped breakfast.
I think we can go in and grab something before we go out to our spots. I don't see why not.
Sure, you guys are welcome to go in and get a snack. There it is. You go in. There is a kind of vaguely flustered, tired-looking woman at the counter. Dark skin, apron with flour all over it. Was it from today? Was it from not today? Unclear. Has her hair up in a messy bun, but a wide smile under very tired eyes. What could I get you? You just got us right at opening.
Busy night?
Busy morning.
I
We
don't know, what do
have
you think,
a
Kel?
special if you're interested. You can get a set of a baker's dozen of the pastries for about 5 silver.
I think we should do that.
Yeah,
That
sounds good.
yeah.
Okay. And she walks you through and like points at the things, and you guys are able to tell her what you want. You now have 13 pastries.
Recommendations.
All right. I'll pay for it before he can.
All right. Well, enjoy.
We'll go out and find somewhere to not probably hide very well while we eat pastries.
So are you guys, tell me how far away you're willing to go from the bakery, because you're not exactly hiding per se, but you want to be away from the bakery. What are you doing?
Away enough, but where we can still see the door, right?
Yeah.
I mean, are there like street side seats?
There are benches.
You guys just do a chair squat against the wall, you're fine.
We'll do
so
that.
you guys are a bit further down the street, but where you could see the door.
Okay.
Having snacks.
And Tate, what are you doing?
Oh, about a few minutes later, Tate walks on up, and Tate today looks paler and more rugged and wrapped in a larger cloak than yesterday, and takes up a stance outside, not close to the door of the bakery, not trying to scare away customers, but a little ways away, back to probably the bakery building, and give a general air of standoffishness, but also alertness.
Okay. I would like everybody except Tate to give me a stealth check.
Cool.
21.
My +0.
Got an 18.
6.
And Keld, I believe you roll with disadvantage because of your armor.
Oh.
I just want to know if it's worse.
No, that was a 10.
Okay. Nana?
Got a 13.
Okay.
Didn't roll in.
You all set up shop?
Fine.
Some of you picked the roofs, and you slowly get your own form of natural cover as snow continues to fall atop you. It's cold, but...
Oh, I can hide in plain sight. Do I get to roll with advantage on that? Because I've got... if I'm lightly obscured because of Mask of the Wild, because I'm a wood elf.
Sure. Go for it.
Cool. I'll try again.
Why not?
No covered.
Keld has a 6. Why not?
Yeah. That's 28 then.
All right.
I love my stealth checks. I was disappointed before, but I'm good now.
All right. You all set up shop? I would love everybody who thinks they are looking to roll me a perception check.
Looking.
I'm looking.
17.
25.
16.
14. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
My shitty dice rolls are following me. I'm not happy about it.
Oh no.
12.
Okay. You all wait. And time passes. It's early. You had to get there before the rush, and you see there's people who come on by. Seems this place is the best place maybe for breakfast pastries. Who knows? Keldon Nix, you're having a great time kind of off to the side. 1 second.
Fenn's tummy is growling up on the roof.
Yeah.
We have the freshest of all the pastries. Yeah.
You all sit and wait. Eventually, people on the roofs, if you have higher than a 15, you see a hooded figure a bit down the way, starting to make their way forward, opposite side of where Tate is currently standing, making their way forward. Not exactly stealthing per se, but blending in very easily. Moving into groups, stepping with them, then stepping away when they move somewhere else, and just kind of being unnoticeable. But this is who you're looking for, probably. She makes her way to the bakery, and people on the ground floor who have higher than a 15, our bench team, watch as she walks by. You can see her moving towards the entryway. And then Tate, you can see her as she gets to the door and is going in.
Does she see Tate?
She doesn't seem to notice you. You bundled up in your cloak and hat.
I
She
think
doesn't too much note.
Tate will give a loud cough.
You cough. And the door's partially open. And she kind of like glances over. And from your perspective, she's slightly shorter than you, Roshan. She's probably like 5'1", 5'2", maybe.
Okay.
And she kind of like hood up, looks over at you. You can see a bit of shaved head exposed, wide, soft eyes as she like opens them to look. And you watch her eyes widen. And there is a look of shock immediately visible on her face. And she drops this bag she was holding, and you watch as her second hand comes down, almost by reflex, to grab it before it hits the ground. And she is staring at you. Tate?
So I think he's not fully confident on Tate's voice, so he's gone with a stylistic acting choice to go with a hoarse voice and not say nay, but says, like he's struggling to get the words out. Gunhild.
You watch her eyes water. Her eyes fill with tears. What? Tate, they said you were dead.
He looks down to the ground and very quietly says, I think I was.
She closes the door that she'd had propped up slightly with her foot. Fuck, come here. You watch as she wipes a tear that happens to make its way out of the eye from her cheek. And she makes her way into the alley next to the door. Come here.
Tate will keep his distance, like he's not comfortable being touched. And boy, does he know about someone who is not comfortable being touched. So he channels some Fen and follows her.
She stops about halfway into the alleyway with you. And she scans the area. She's going to make a perception check. If D&D Beyond would show it to me.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay. All right. You watch her look around, and she seems flustered. And you can see that, like she keeps trying to, like, blink the tears out of her eyes. And it seems like she's having a rough time as she makes her way into the alleyway and seems to be nervously sort of moving from foot to foot. What the fuck happened?
He goes very slowly, exhales, and inhales again. I think he's unnaturally steady on his feet. Like, he takes in her reaction, how unsteady she is, and matches it in the opposite direction in a brooding way, and says, we were ambushed at a pit. They put me in the dirt, and the dirt spat me back out.
She looks you over. First deception check of the game.
Let's go, baby. Wait,
With the enhanced ability.
That's the bad D20. We're not rolling that. That is for deception. Yep. 21.
21. Okay.
All right.
She sort of swallows heavy and clears her throat. Okay. You don't look. And she sort of motions at you.
I haven't been myself since that happened. Sapped. Everything is scary. This town, the people, I feel like this shield is crushing me. Can we get out of town? Do you have somewhere?
I don't know. I don't know why you came here. Shit, I can't leave. I have to get that I have to get that thing.
Of course. I was hoping he might be able to help me. I overpowered some little elf girl on the road, and she told me where I could find correspondence with somebody that she'd been someone in deep. She told me you'd be here, but she's not going to tell anyone anymore.
Go ahead and give me another deception check.
That is a 26.
Okay.
Nice.
She seems a little confused about what you're talking about, but doesn't seem to dwell on it for very long. Okay. Shit. Who did this? Who did this?
I don't know their names.
What did they look like?
A tall one and one that was made out of water. I didn't. Just the tall one. Really, really dark hair. Posh looking asshole. Had a big old axe. Tried to chop my head off. Damn near did it. And he'll pull down his shirt and a little bit to show a big old necktie of flesh that kind of healed, parted still.
She will start to reach for it.
And he will stumble back, afraid of the touch.
She picks up on this and kind of steps back into the spot that she was in. Fuck, Tate, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what you can tell me. Is he coming back again? Which direction did he go? Are you alone?
Yeah, she kind of straightens up and she's going to do another glance around.
While she does that, I'll ask, do you at least know somewhere where I can get away from all these people?
Shit. I'm feeling antsy. I don't know. No, he's still going north. Same plan. Left me on my own, you know. It was a choice.
I think he looks confused for a moment. Like he doesn't remember exactly what the plan is, or it's fuzzy, but he doesn't dwell on it either. But he asks again, is there somewhere I could stay just for a couple days to get my strength back anywhere?
Listen, if you want to stay at one of the inns, I have.
No, they're too loud with people. I can't stay in town. It's the louder it gets. I just can't.
Hey, she kind of lines herself up, head up, looking into Tate's eyes. We just have to get through this, okay? You look at you walking around.
Get through what?
Listen. And you feel Eagle's splendor trickle from your body. Listen, I can set you up somewhere in the woods for a while, for you to recuperate. I don't know if you can go back like this.
Gunhild, I can feel it. I can feel it inside me. It crawls under my skin. And if that's not a blessing, I don't know what is. I need to see him again. But I can't travel just yet. And you can help me.
Roll insight.
21.
She does not share any exuberance to what you are telling her currently. There is a look of deep unsettlement, a look of fear, as she listens to you talk about this. And she's like, hey. And she kind of straightens up. It's okay. Yes, Nana?
I wanted to inquire if Nana's been timing her Eagle's splendor, which I think she would have been, in order to keep an eye on when this would go away from Roshan. Is this the time that it would have timed out, or has this been removed?
You think it's about the time.
Right, it is a touch spell, so I can't re-up it on you right now, Roshan. So.
Runs into the alleyway and slaps him.
Whee! Away!
Would not be the only time Roshan's had a spell slapped onto him. I think I've gotten him up from very low hit points by slapping him on the ass a couple of times.
It's the only way to do it. Gunhild continues to look up at you, so you're kind of looking at, like, the underside of her chin a little bit. Actually, she's just slightly shorter than you, so it's almost like she's looking at you.
Weird.
I'm sure he'll know what to do. Always does. Always does. Hey, me and you. You don't forget your promise by the water, yeah?
Yeah.
Start heading to the outskirts. I'm going to follow just behind, and once we're out of town, I'll show you a spot, okay? And go ahead and roll deception for me one more time.
Yep. Ooh. 25.
Yes!
Okay. And she kind of resituates her hood. Go on. I'll be right behind.
Did she obviously mean in a direction?
She said to make your way towards the outskirts of town, and then she would help you there. So you could start meandering that way.
Like the
I just meant
point of
which
town.
outskirts of town, which direction are they?
You could look at her stupid, and she could probably point you a direction.
Yeah, I think he'll look through both ends of the alleyway, and then back at her, unsure.
She points for you to exit the way that you came from.
and he will start going in that direction.
You see her adjusting her hood and kind of resituating herself, and she like takes a deep breath. You turn and begin to make your way, and you feel a sharp pain stabbing your body from behind. Go ahead and roll some dice.
Oh, fuck, shittery.
Ooh, baby. 6 initiative. Or something else? Do you need a constitution? Am I dying?
No, don't worry. You'll be rolling some dice in a moment, Rip.
Okay, good.
1 moment. Just give me a moment. The lady has dice.
Hey.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
She's gonna return you to the dirt.
The first stab hits home, and there's a sharp, terrible pain. And the thing is, she is aiming at a differently shaped body than she sees. So if she's aiming for Tate's chest, and she swings in with this knife, catching you completely off guard as she stabs it in, and it is accompanied by a sharp, terrible pain that starts to pulse into your veins. I need you to go ahead and give me your first Constitution saving throw.
Come on, buddy.
So I just rolled 1 for the illusion, and that dropped.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, the illusion stays so long as you have the hat on.
Yeah, you're not concentrating on that, right?
It's a concentration spell. I believe it just allows you to.
Sure.
Oh yeah, you can disguise self at will. So yeah, it is a concentration spell. It's disguise self.
The spell ends if the hat is removed, is all it says on the description for the headwear, is all I will say.
Yeah, I think that is in addition to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You're welcome to drop it. Okay, so it drops. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
The second one is another 2 plus 1, so 3.
And then give me another Constitution saving throw.
Okay, can I react as well?
You are currently surprised, but on a surprise round, you are able to react, in my humble opinion.
I feel.
Yeah.
It's just you can't do your turn, but you know.
Yeah. I will hellish rebuke her then.
That's
She
fine.
needs to do a dexterity saving throw. And I did fail the next con save as well.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Oh,
That
buddy.
wasn't 8 passes.
Oh, my God.
Dexterity saving throw.
I hate this.
29.
Yeah, that'll save. She still takes half damage.
Okay. You know what? Let's start with that. Go ahead and roll damage. And then I'll roll damage.
At what point do we get to...
This all is happening in a surprise round. You guys will be up in a moment.
Uh-oh.
I'm ready for damage.
That is 19, 25 halved.
Still a lot of damage.
As bright black flames engulf her.
Hits into her. And you can feel now, because it's a quick reaction of defending yourself. Boy, how do you feel that knife right up in your neck. Just fully stabbed up into the side.
Oh, buddy.
I'm going to start rolling damage, and we'll go from there.
Oh, my
Careful,
God.
that turns me on.
You know, this is my kink.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm into.
That's canon. It's been established.
I mean, that is true. That is true. We established
No, it
that
wasn't
all the way
stabbing. It was just holding it there menacingly.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
but
It's going to take me a
take
minute
What
to
is
roll.
a stab in the neck if not a prolonged?
Shut your mouth with your poo monster and your stabbings.
I hate everything about this.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this.
Attack and rogue, I assume.
Oh, don't die on me, Roshan. Don't die on me.
I'll be fine. Keldon's just around the corner.
How far down the alleyway did you get before she stabbed you?
Probably
That's the
like
question.
3/4, 2/3, a half. I don't know.
Okay. You were halfway down to begin with, so another half would be a quarter. Half of that would be a quarter anyway. I can't math when I'm agitated.
Valid.
I was stupid.
Roshan, you take 156 point of damage as this knife stabs up straight
Dear
under your
God.
chin. As she
That's
comes in
enough
from the
damage.
side, and it catches you, and poison is pumped into your body.
Jesus Christ.
She takes 12 points of damage from me.
And she looks at you and watches you crumble immediately.
Mm,
And my question is, how much of a crumble with 156 damage?
how
Roshan?
much of a crumble indeed.
What do you mean, how much of a crumble?
Well, is it double your hit points?
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure.
Mm,
Oh my God.
He fully
Roshan-
crumbles.
Yeah, it's gone. You fall limp. She steps back, like ready to go with the second hand, takes a shaky breath. I want everybody to roll initiative.
Fuck me.
Nathan, if you
Fuck me. Fuck me. We're never sending Roshan in alone again. Never
We
again.
might not ever get a chance to.
Don't say it.
I got a
Oh,
19
a visual.
initiative.
1 second. Okay. 20 and up. Fen, were you 20 and up, or was it lower? I can't remember.
No, I was rubbing
Okay,
my eyes.
no 20s and up.
Trying to fight
15 to
back.
20.
19.
15.
Kel. 15. Nana, 13? Is that what it was?
Yeah, 13.
I have 14.
Sorry.
Next. 14. Hey, Roshan, for funsies, you want to get into this initiative? Just for funsies.
Yeah, he had a 6.
Cool.
Oh,
I'll put you in there. You know.
In case.
Just in case. Where in it was. All of you watch this explosion of like black fire and can hear the stab into him. And Roshan crumples instantly. Gunhild takes a step back. She's going to book it down the alleyway. She is going to run. Nathan, go ahead and move her 80 feet down the alleyway.
Shit.
If she can turn, she 100% will.
Oh my God.
If you can just put her at that corner. Just put her at the corner. And I'll go from there. That is her turn. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Nathan. Good to know. Fen,
I assume
you are
because
up.
she had a surprise round, this is not the first round of combat. Okay. Fen is going to go between those buildings, right down the alleyway, so that it impacts in the wall above where she's going, and she needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving.
So it looks like you might have to move to do that.
Okay, I'll move. I'll use whatever movement I have.
Are you gonna jump to the next roof, or are you getting on the ground?
You know, Fenn's kind of determined in this. He's gonna get on the ground. So
Okay.
I need a 15.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
15
or
DC.
acrobatics.
Oh, acrobat.
Okay, you land with Snowbank, but you line yourself up. You currently cannot see her, but you take a shot and send
into the
it
ramparts.
down.
Yeah, into the ramparts up there, and anybody within 30 feet of where that thing impacted needs to make a DC 15 dexterity saving. They start dancing if they don't. If they don't succeed.
The dancing arrow. Okay, you send off an arrow.
And I'll use the rest of my movement to try to line her up in my sights if I can see her. And I'll take a second shot at her.
What is your full movement? Hey guys, just like a heads up.
Okay.
Okay.
Bonus action dash of movement to that. To try and get her in my sights and put an arrow in her.
Okay. Ooh. Let's see how far you get. All right, begin running.
Okay, can I see her?
No.
Got line of sight on her. Okay. Then I won't take that.
Just a heads up, just if you see her in a particular place on the map, does not always mean exactly that particular place. You are currently next to Roshan, who is redding the snow.
Cool.
He gives you 2 thumbs up.
He does not.
I assume he doesn't. And I've used my action. I've used my bonus action. I've used my movement. That's where Fenline's turn.
Keld, you're next. And there is a tightening sensation in your chest. You know something's terribly
got that feeling. I'm going to use, well, I'm not exactly sure where I was on the map, but I'm going to head straight for
Okay, what's
Sean.
your
30
movement?
is my speed. I don't know if I need to double that to get to him.
Okay, let's see how far 30 gets you.
Not quite.
It seems like you might be slightly off. Yeah, but you can dash to get to him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just dash.
Okay. Keld fully gets to Roshan on this turn. That's what we'll go with. Okay. You show immediately. You know immediately. Any bonus actions while you're...
No.
Okay.
So after Keld, and my
I'm gonna do your full dash to get there. You're muted.
Uh-oh.
You're muted. Interesting. I don't think I can do anything else, so just that. Okay. You get there, all of you can look in. There are tracks. It was a sprint.
tracks.
It was not a stealthy crawl. Okay. Nana, you're
What
up.
are the odds that Nana can jump the gap across the roofs?
You know? Which roof are you trying to get to? The across the street or sideways?
I want to try to get as direct a line of sight on Gunhild as I can. If that means getting across the street, then yes.
Across the street. 15-foot jump. Interesting.
I'm proficient. I'm going for it. Shitty rolls continue to plague me. 10.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. That's a nat 20.
You jump. It's a little short. And you hit your ribs into the side, but you are able to pull your. It was a bad jump. That is.
It's fine.
Yours is 40.
40 is my
Okay.
walking speed.
Now Nana can get another 5 feet. The jump was 15. So
Yeah.
you get another. From hitting the edge, from missing the jump, half your speed. But you're moving. You now have a bird's eye, so you just spot, but you're on the roof.
Alright, I've used all my movement. Okay. I want to... Jesus. I have to be able to see her in order to put Hunter's Mark on her. So I want to ready in action for when I do get her in sight to place Hunter's Mark on her.
An action or bonus action? You cannot
It is
hold
a
a bonus action, sorry to say. Only action.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, then I'm going to dash.
Okay. You want to head to the alley or straight back? No, I know you're staying on the roof. Are you heading to the alleyway? Nathan's showing you their side.
Okay.
That's where the team is.
All right.
And then back.
I'm going to try to head to the back alleyway, see if I can see which direction she went.
Okay, another 40 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Or just to the edge, wherever it is. Okay. You're at the edge. You're set up.
Any sights on her at all?
At this moment, no, and you can't take an action for nice spot.
Okay. I'll end my turn.
Okay. Roshan. It's like millions and millions and millions of tiny hands. Each blade of grass no longer there, temperature no longer there, millions of blades of grass like hands, like fingers reaching up, touching your face, touching yourself, and beginning to pull and pull, and you can feel yourself slowly sinking deep into a space. You can't inhale, you realize you can't. You can't arc. And you hear soft whispers. Soft, distant whispers from deep below. We're back at the top of the initiative.
What's this bitch
You
do?
don't know. Nana, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception 16.
Okay. That's her turn.
Son of a bitch.
Ben?
Alright, when that arrow impacted that Fen fired, a foot in every direction, it is, I imagine it's playing, like, minor tones, like,
Is that better?
it is more of, like, the slow swaying that would accompany, like, a funeral dirge or something like that. If she
Works
had
perfect against you, and I swear.
it's a thing to use his movement to do so.
Alright, what's your normal movement?
35.
What's that? 35 down the alley?
Okay, a bonus action dash to get around the corner.
I'm sure you get around the
Get
corner.
line of sight both directions if I...
Yeah, I would think so.
Is there a soon-to-be dead bitch dancing somewhere back here?
You don't see anybody dead, but you immediately
soon to be dead. She's
currently nobody's dancing the corner.
Cool.
One moment.
Can I see this?
Probably. You can probably at least know what's happening.
I would like to use my action to dodge.
This happens as you came in, so this is going to hit without the dodge.
Okay.
You said it after.
Okay.
Okay. That. Where are you? There you go. Ouch. Fen, you take 13 points of piercing damage. Turn the corner. Gunhild is about 40 feet further down into the alley that she turned in.
I can perceive where she is at this point.
You can see her.
Okay. So can I recant my dodge action?
I would be willing to let you do that.
Without sharpshooter.
Okay.
One is a natural 20, and the other...
The first one will hit.
Cool. I mean, I would hope so. But,
20s will always hit, boys. So says the book.
it's 18, I'm sweet too, really quick. 36, 43 shot.
Used her reaction for that. Okay. That's fun.
Cool. That's the end of Fenn's turn. He literally can't do anything else. So.
All right. Keld.
Okay. So I just got to Rashawn.
Brooke used his reaction, or not
And
his
that is
reaction,
my
but
focus.
his interaction to just shout to Keld, "Help him! I'll kill this bitch myself."
Sure. There's loud music playing, and Fen shouts.
I mean, after Fenn's like pleading for her life to the party, I would hope that would be.
I'm just describing the effect on the ether.
Great. Keld's gonna roll Rashawn onto his back. Full intent is to use Revivify right now, so he's going to put his hands on Rashawn's chest. Sort of, yes, the wound is on the neck, right? So he'll sort of move a hand up to the wound. And you see a light coming out of his hands. But then a moss, and it just sort of heals and disperses.
Okay. You place your hands upon the neck wound. There's so much blood. You hold your hands there, and you pull the diamond out. And the diamond cracks. A piece of moss begins to sprout, and it coats the injury and begins to make its way over the neck. And it shines through the snow and the diamond and illuminating this space as you hold your hands there. And it kind of hurts. There's the feeling of this diamond snapping and moving under your hand, but you can feel that connection between you and the moss and Roshan. As you plead for him to come back, he hasn't been gone long enough. You know it couldn't have been. The moment it happened, you took as fast as you could. And you can feel your own blood starting to drip slowly onto this moss as it turns to sort of like a maroon color. And then dries and hardens and begins to crack away from the skin. And as you go to pull your hand back to check, you can feel a hand on your hand. As you look up and look into golden eyes, an amorphous black form. Thank you. A soft thank you emanates, and you blink and the thing is gone. Roshan, as you fall deeper and deeper, further and further away, you feel something grab you. Something grab you at the wrists, as if it straddles the earth above you and holds you, as if you are an anchor pulling it, two golden eyes staring down at you from above. They've got us. And the image, the body, seems more tangible, more physical. You can see the shape of an actual humanoid holding onto you. We're not done. And you feel a second hand reach down and clasp over the shadow's hand, and you are ripped out of the dirt. And you wake up with 1 hit point on the snuff.
I hope so. Yes.
Roshan's at 1 hit point. Your diamond is gone. Keld, anything else on your turn? You watch Roshan's eyes, and you swear for a moment the first second they open, they are gold. Else?
I'm going to Misty Step like 30 feet towards the alleyway.
Misty Step is a spell.
Why is it under bonus action?
And I being then I hey Keld, what sort of expression does Roshan?
Concern and confusion, but also very much a big smile as soon as he opens his eyes.
You are greeted by a look of concern quickly turn to a smile, a little bit of a crinkling in the corner of the eyes of worry, but Keld, you have movement if you're so inclined.
Yes, I will take my movement to the end of the alleyway.
So 30 feet as far as you can go.
Yes.
The sound of your armor clanking. And currently, as a reminder, you don't have your shield.
Right.
Unless you ripped it off from Sean's back.
We're there.
Oh, yeah.
You now have your shield.
Keep Roshan on the ground.
Excuse me.
I actually need
Thank
that.
Well, you're done with
It's
this.
fine. You ain't need this no more. Jig is up.
Jig is very
News
much
is out. They finally found me.
All right, Nyx, you're up.
She'll get up to Roshan, however much more I need for there. I have 30 feet total.
Yeah, you can get to him, I'm sure.
Yeah. Touch his shoulder like, we still need your help, come on. And she's going to cast heal on him. And he's there. Because I get a D4 with this. 7.
That's more than he had.
How did we make it?
I think Roshan is collapsed on the ground still, and you brush fully snaps back into position, and he yelps in pain.
Jeez. He'll be okay. And she's just gonna keep running.
Okay, give her another 25, I think, you know?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
You start booking it.
It's not far.
Yeah.
Anna.
Was I able? Can I see Gunhild?
You would need to get right to the edge. She currently has cover to her AC. If you get to the edge, she is like hugging the wall.
I'd like to move to whatever point I can see her so that I can throw Hunter's Mark on her.
Okay. You go right to the edge. And yeah, she's Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark. Having done so, Nana would like to yeet a spear at her head.
Sure.
Hunter's mark being a bonus action. That gives me an extra d6 of damage if it just throw the right dice. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Oh, I do like it when I finally don't roll shit. I do. That would be... Yeah, that's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Fantastic. It's going to be... Yeah, that's going to be... Nana would like to follow it up with another spear.
Go for it.
Only a 12 to hit. I guess that would miss. Yep.
12 misses.
Fine. I would assume Nana used maybe...
No, wait. I'm so sorry, Nana. You got a 19 on the first one?
Yeah.
She has partial cover. It does not hit. I'm very sorry. But you have her hunters marked.
I do. That being said, I used, 10, 15 feet of movement?
Yeah, 10, sure.
To get to the edge of the roof, thereabouts.
Sure.
In which case, I'd like to just... May I retcon my second attack instead of throwing... No, I guess not.
I do not think so. That's a bit of a leap for me. But if you're interested in leaping,
I am interested in leaping, and you know what? I'd love to splash her into the ground.
Sure. Go ahead and give me athletics or acrobatics. And Nathan, how much? Thank you.
I'm going to choose athletics.
Okay.
Come on, buddy, for once. Oh, sweet! Mother of God, yes! Okay. All right, that's going to be a 23 athletic.
I'm so sorry.
Are you kidding me?
Nat 20 on the dice, boys.
Sure, fine.
For a total of 37.
Fucking hell. Fine.
You're going to go ahead and take...
Whatever.
Oh, very well. So you're going to take 3 points of damage as you land hard where she was. And she just moves kind of a graceful spin out of the way.
Nice for her.
Anything else, Nana? I think that
my
might be it.
bonus action, my action. She looks Gunhild dead in the eyes and doesn't say a damn word. She readies her next spear.
Okay.
The other two, of course, voip onto her belt. She is losing those.
And Roshan, welcome back to the initiative.
Welcome back to the land of living. Hello!
Just a little, what would you like to do, Roshan? You're full hit points, but you had a brush with death fully. The big one.
I think... I mean, he's stunned for a hot second. I think he looks around to see if the shadow is still there.
I think the shadow is definitely present. Not as visible as it was in that space, but is present very much so in this moment.
Okay. Then I suppose self run. So he's got 60 feet of movement now.
Okay. Where you running down the alley?
Yeah.
Okay. 60 feet. Oh, you went up from prone, so
45.
Alright, you're making your way.
And I can wait. Target speed is doubled, and I can take an extra action that can be used to attack.
Okay. 60 more feet. Just dead now, one of the closest combatants. Pretty keen to take.
I mean, not
I
as
almost
great.
feel like in this moment it's not exactly running, it's more of it's kind of more of an ice skating. It is a lightness on this sort of more snow-covered area. But you move. Anything else, Roshan?
No, that's it.
Okay. Let's go over to Gunhild. Would you mind giving me a bird's eye view? And how far is it to get to the end of that, or to get to that first turn? Thank you. Okay. That I can work with. You stand in front of her. She looks pretty hurt. And she looks at you. For a dagger, she does not. She turns quickly and pushes your face to the side as her attack. A unarmed strike.
It's just slapped me.
Yeah, that hits. She didn't slip. You're gonna take. You take 2 points of damage as she just forces your head to the side.
Insulting.
And begins to run. Go ahead and move me with just my normal movement of 40 to the end of the alley if you'd be. And I will say, just so you understand it, I can put the flavor out for you, so you know. When she hit you, she made it so that you couldn't.
So that I couldn't get an attack of opportunity on her.
Without having to use anything else. Just her action. Is there anyone around that we can see from our spot? Who dat? Oh, I think there is guards on most corners. So the one she has gotten to, I would like a guard there. Just bakery thieves. She is going to get to the end of the alley and then slow her roll and then walk out. she is going to stumble out into view of this guard. And she's just gonna show wound on her body. She's gonna roll for this.
Son of a bitch.
And then I'll do insight for a nice guard. Woo!
I don't understand.
She comes out horribly bloodied. I'm being mugged or something. I don't know. And gets to wipe away the natural. And the guard looks at her. And you see, like, math equations. Beep, bob, booping around his head. Okay. Okay, stay right here. He's gonna keep running. From the edge of the alley to after my 40 feet, how much did it take to get to him from the edge of the alley? Cool. I'd love to go another 20 using my bonus action. And can I jump that fence? Am I able to get to it? Yeah, let me roll my ass over that fence. Just fully topples into it. It hunkers down. The guard's like, hey, wait! You all can hear someone yell, hey, wait! I am going to put the guard in the initiative. Okay. And that's where he will stay. That was her action. Hit, movement, bonus action. Okay. That is the end of her turn. Fen, you're up.
Nathan, how far is it down the alley from where Fen is to where that?
Looks like it's a lot.
Sometimes fun can go a lot. 100 feet. Okay. So, Fan will bonus action. Cast.
Okay.
Fan will use his movement 35 feet to move 30 feet down, 35 feet down the alleyway. He will add 30. Use his. Oh, he already used his bonus action. Fuck. And can I get an angle on it? Can I see her at all if I go back?
You'd have to go that distance to find out.
75 feet, regardless. Or, sorry, 65 feet, regardless.
Okay, could you give us a full number? Unless Nathan really took all that in, I didn't.
65 feet, or, sorry, 70 feet, unless I can do something with my action.
Okay, let's see. You have to get to see if you can see anybody from where we're going. So let's go.
Or somebody else that's the target.
From there, where that is, no.
Okay. Alright, I will keep moving to the full extent of my movement. So,
Problem. Okay, what's the final number? The whole movement.
Well, I'll just use I'll just go 70 feet. I will recant the Zephyr Strike, because I can't
Okay.
do anything
Be
with
careful.
it.
I'm gonna start.
Sorry.
I'm gonna let that one slide, but
So I'd
after
like to
that,
use my movement, my action, and my bonus action to dash, which would put me at 105 feet of total movement. No action.
okay. So we moved 70 already, Nathan? Is that kind of what we did? And then I believe in you, Nathan. Because you know who I don't believe
I'll
in?
go with the
This guy.
70 if that was what you
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
already.
So yeah, 35 more feet if I was
Yeah,
already moved.
let's go another 35, because I think we did move 70. Full speed down this alley. Everyone, so fast.
And I'll turn to the guard and go, where did she go?
He'll look at you and say, I need you to...
Oh, I have
You
stuff
do.
with him. I don't.
I do that.
You're like, wow, okay. Sure.
I'll
perfect.
pretend I didn't have to anyway.
Yeah, but Fan wanted it is deliberate. I'm not afraid that you're a guard. Like it just expressed that like as if this person picked his pocket and he wants to find them. Like not like I'm a mugger. This person wronged me in some way. I need to find this person. It doesn't matter to me that you're a guard. Yeah.
You don't know the motive. This guard is reaching for a weapon.
Okay. Cool. Let them do that then.
No other choice at this moment.
Hey,
Hell. Hey, what's up, man?
trying to catch up. I'm gonna run after Finn.
Yeah, what's your...
So
60
distance, yeah, 60 feet.
Okay, you just keep running 60 feet. Any bonus action?
Nay.
Alright. But you move as fast as you can, kind of holding your armor in place as you dash down this alley.
How far the 60?
Is that right next to Nana? Yeah, I think you made it to Nana. Oh, just kidding.
Okay.
Who's that? Is that a guard?
Alright, cool.
Who's that guy? Who was next to Keld?
The Rashawn was near, so I think I went past them.
Just trying to figure out who are these people.
Yeah.
All right, Nix, you're up.
Yeah, I feel like she's really some kind of flying animal.
All right.
We never decided what all I've seen, so do we think she's seen a giant eagle?
Seen a giant eagle.
Yeah, why not?
All right, we're being a giant eagle.
Her action to turn into a giant eagle. Nathan was definitely ready for this. We're gonna use your limit.
She has now a high speed of 80. So I get to move 80 to follow this person.
So we're gonna go
with these buildings.
and then over the building.
Just towards this loud noises.
And
from
your
yelling at the guard.
and your base speed is 40, so you could go, or is it 80 is your base speed?
It says fly speed's 80 for
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So you take off into the air, however tall the building is, it's about 25-ish feet towards where everyone is with the rest of your movement.
Yeah. That's the goal. And that's all I'm gonna do is get as close as possible.
Okay. That is Nyx's turn. Nana, you're up.
I mean, was I able to hear enough of the interaction between her and the guard to get the gist of what she's done?
Oh, she was screaming, and there's also like gentle, casual, loud music.
No, it's
All
like
right.
dirges in the background.
Oh, wow.
Like it's general dirge.
A bop, I said.
An ominous
It's my
bop.
favorite song, guys.
This is all of our bops.
This is my jam.
This
Okay,
the only
so I've got 40 feet of movement and Hunter's Mark on her. Okay. Jesus, I've got the constellations going around my brain. Is there do not go right past this guard?
I feel like there's one right there, as Nathan is indicating. There's a bit of a side alley. Does it zigzag? Yeah, it zigzags a little. It seems. Does it only go out there, or does it go out on the other side as well?
Okay.
Or just casually run past him, and what's he gonna do?
Nana's gonna sheath her spear. She's not gonna run with spear out through town, but she's gonna dip down the alley and try. I'm imagining she rode from this back alley. Am I imagining right?
You were on the main road, yeah.
Then I'm gonna try to, let's see, 40 feet of movement gets me how far into the road and towards the direction of that alley?
Okay. How much is your, so 40 feet?
40 feet is my base movement.
Okay. Where does 40 get us?
Not going past the guard, but going up the side alley towards the main road in order to avoid it.
So you've gone 40.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Nathan. We love you about that.
I'm going to use my action to dash and attempt to use another 40 feet to zip over to the main road and see if I can catch sight of any footprints.
You've already used your action.
Fully, you're right. Fuck.
Okay. Yeah. But this guard goes, whoa! Now he goes, kind of situation. Bad time for him. He was positioned at a bakery. This is not what we expected today
And
or ever. That's your turn, Nana?
Roshan's got 120 feet of movement. Can he get over there?
Come on, Silver Tongue.
Silver boots.
And he's going to be holding his neck as he rounds the corner.
Yeah.
The wound is gone, but the blood is still
There's
present.
still blood.
There is
And
blood all
he's going
over.
to say, as he sees the guard, he's going to say, "Where did she go? She tried to word." And
Shit. Yeah. That's my sass bard.
our sass bard.
I love him so much.
Yes, bud.
Technically not a lie.
I mean,
So persuasion.
get it, bud.
That is a 26.
This guy doesn't have enough arms for his current situation.
She tried to murder me. Where is she? Good help.
I need everyone to calm down.
Not ready.
You know, you don't expect a bunch of people to run up on you and all say we're being attacked.
Too early for this.
What? The croissant can make people crazy.
Run up on one of us ran up.
Yeah, a lot of people all showed up like weapons in hand.
Quarters away.
Nana did come out of an island though, so he's not having a good time. It's his turn, which is now.
Understandable.
Yes.
Question. Was that Roshan's action?
Did you have to dash to get there?
An extra action with haste?
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, he did, but
He used one
Yeah,
action.
he didn't use
Now
his
he has
action.
an extra action.
Yeah.
Then he's going to prepare a suggestion for when he sees her again.
Okay. Now it's the guard's turn. Hey, buddy. Hey, champ, you are ready for this today. We're going to, in this moment, I'd like him to step in between where the party is currently mostly standing and where Gunhild went.
Oh, this poor guard.
I need everyone here to calm down now. Do we understand? This guy, this guy is going to hold, he still has his weapon in hand that he uses his hand. Object interaction, blows a whistle. And then is going to stand. Everything's going to be fine. Just calm down.
Not if she gets
And-
away.
This bad boy is currently standing his ground. But at this time, he do see everybody with a pacifier, which may be everybody over here. You see him glance at the wall Gunhild went over. He does a glance because there's another party. He's very outnumbered. That is his turn. It is Gunhild's turn. Her turn is over.
She didn't move.
Fen, you are up.
come out, gun hold. You stabbed our friend. You tried. There's no need to put this guard in further danger. And Fen is gonna use his bonus action to put his bow away and draw his bolus. And if she tries to run, he's readying an action to throw the bolus at her too. And you said it's behaves like a net. So if he has to use movement, sharpshooter means there's no disadvantage of her. He's gonna net her with this fucking bolus and stop her movement.
Okay.
Because those are the mechanics you provided when I said I wanted to make bolus. And I haven't used them yet, so if I have to use them now, so...
Okay. He's like, oh, you got already. Keld. Hey, man.
How much of this has
Run over.
He's none of it.
None of it. None of it. He's way the hell back there.
So 60 feet. All right, man.
You're out the way.
You still have a misty step.
Yeah.
You're welcome to use it now if you want to.
Break up
Another
this
30.
guard a little more.
I'm not. That would help.
Shit.
I didn't realize that was that far back.
Wow, look at that 60 feet of movement.
Hell yeah.
All right, that was your action and movement. Anything else?
I want to see where that is on the map real quick. Okay. Still at that point.
Oh my god, buddy.
Who?
Is that just a
You
guy?
see another guard, I believe, walk out into the alley from the building that he was just in. That's where he came from.
I see.
Is that who that is? Oh, those are guards.
Swap.
No, Nathan. It's fine. If that's just a casual person who witnessed this weird shit, that's fine. I love singular guard.
Poor buddy. I almost feel bad for him.
He's just trying to guard the bakery.
Would 30 feet get me out of this?
Where would 30 feet get him? Not out. Close, but not out.
Do you want to try to duck up the same alley Nana went? I ain't know.
Where did Nana get?
Well, you don't know anybody went down.
But
that
like there
alley,
is
but
an alley
there's
to
an
one
alley.
side, which Nana did go down.
You do whatever you want.
It is
Jogging.
there.
I'm just gonna
Jogging.
lay back. I'm just gonna
Ka-chonk.
make my way.
This dude in the alley is just like, what the
The
fuck?
last of a high charisma character to interject himself into the standoff with a guard.
Roshan's there, and Kelsey's there. Going.
I do have charisma, don't I?
Okay. That is your turn.
Yeah. Gotta get closer still, I think. I have no idea how far I am.
Okay, so you're
But I got that 80 feet of
gonna make your way
flying,
to
though. So,
the sort of alley where like everybody is currently like the guard and like that sort.
yeah.
Okay. You could use your action for a perception check if you're so.
Yeah, I'm looking for
Yeah.
Garfield. I
Um,
don't care what this
You fly over.
I'm
The shadow engulfs the alleyway for a moment. The guard looks up. Holy shit!
Distraction enough for Nana to start looking for them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
Oh wait, eagles have an advantage.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Which was really good.
Hell yes.
You can see the footprints that lead to that spot where she jumped the wall. You can't see jack diddly after that.
Did she misty step? Fuck.
You currently don't see anything from where you are.
Okay. I can't get any closer at that point.
You're welcome to just fully land in that alley. You can do whatever you want.
You could go anywhere, be anything.
Could I be on the roof that's closer to where those footsteps are?
The
But
one
still
that's
be
sort
my
of
bird.
right there.
Because eventually I could potentially use fairy fire when I'm not a bird. But I want to be closer for that. So that's
Huge bird lands on this roof, and the talons dig into the thatch, and somebody will have to fix that.
head on a swivel looking for something.
Huge eagle looking for something. What coloration does your eagle have? Just for flavor.
Oh, it looks dead.
Yeah.
It looks very
It's a bit
dead.
pale.
Yeah.
It's not corrupted like the other things, but it's like emaciated and
Very much grays and blacks, not what an eagle should look
maybe
like.
a little moldy.
That's not great.
It's a little rough.
Yeah. But I didn't
Look at you picking not corrupted
Yes,
farm.
it is.
And the fucking crab is my favorite so far.
The crab would have been an interesting choice for this chase.
Nana, you're up.
I would like to use my action to, by way of my hunter's mark, take advantage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll survival, or I suppose perception. It's up to you.
Both are equal. You'll take either one equally.
They will mean different things, but yes. One would be more track orientated, one would be more visual orientated. Not
I'm gonna go for perception.
okay.
See if I can get eyes on her first before resorting to the tracks. With advantage. 22.
What did you get? I'm so sorry.
22.
There's eye down the alleyway in the direction of where this fence is, where this stone fence is. But you do not see her.
Best roll Mac has ever had on this game.
Matt has been rolling amazing this session. And I'm so sorry that my dice are beating that into the fucking ground. I'm so sorry.
Fine. My spirit's under crushed a little.
That's good. See anything, and that almost kind of shocks you a little bit.
If someone were being mugged, they'd stay for the god. Yes? Where is she?
Taking deep breaths. Is he new at this? Is he young?
fine. Nona will press a little bit. I understand. This is a lot. This is a lot of stress. We're stressed too. I get it. Please, will you let me look for her? I won't hurt anyone else. Please, please, will you let me look for her?
Need you to roll perception. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Advantage. Just because of the energy your team officially brought in, and the fact that she is also injured. So he can't get a good picture of the situation.
I can definitely vibe with that. May I throw in my commanding presence on that?
Sure, I think that's just a special whatever.
I get to add
Straight
a superiority die.
So does that give you advantage at all, or did I make that up? It just adds a superiority die.
It adds a superiority die, a d6 specific.
Perfect. Go for it.
I think for whatever reason I'm confused, but that's what my sheet says. With disadvantage, persuasion, the worst of the two plus my die.
Okay. He turns to face you. Ma'am, I fully understand your situation, but I can't let you deal with this. Just sit tight.
Look, there's something magical right over, just beyond that wall. I can see it. You can. Do any of your people have
That will be the end of the turn as a whole.
Yep.
6 seconds only gives you so much, and I'm pretty polite.
I think Roshan is going to try to dissonant whispers her. You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range.
What's the range?
Roshan has an idea of where to go.
Range is 60 feet.
How much is it to the fence? Just where she was originally hiding, from where Roshan is. Okay. You send this off with a creature in mind. No connection.
She's gone. You let her get away. Can we go now?
He looks at you, and then looks at the big eagle. No! Anything else, Roshan?
No.
Okay. It is the guard's turn. He keeps an eye on the group. He's going to take a casual step backward.
At the magical thingy Nana mentioned,
there's nothing there. He looks, and he looks confused. And like, he even takes, you watch as he takes his weapon and zhuzhes it around. Ah, shit. Okay, all of you stay here. I have people coming. We'll get a description. We'll find her. Just wait. He has his hand on his
You're
weapon.
never gonna see
That's
her
the end of
again.
his turn. It's Gunhild's turn. It is now Fenn's turn.
Wall where he was looking initially.
Sure.
Can I? Anything? What do you want from me to look behind here and investigate?
I mean, you could roll investigation. You could roll perception.
Perception. I'll take perception over investigation.
Sure.
That's a 14.
You see the tracks die here.
To walk out towards the alleyway. I'm not gonna stand here and wait for this guard to detain us. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Okay, how much is your movement?
35 feet of movement. I can dash as a bonus action, so I can add 35 feet to that.
You used your, you have a bonus action to do stuff.
So, check out behind there and then, hop back out into the alley.
Yeah, sure, take him somewhere over there.
Yeah, this street, rather, yeah.
You can see guards are starting to, about 3 that are cutting pretty close, and there's a 4th one further back. They are running over to try and assist. But you can hear the other guard, please just stay so we can take a statement.
Okay. We'll see how this goes.
That is the end of Ben's turn. Kel, you're up.
Could I hear any of that in this last turn?
I'm sure you could hear this now. You are now part of the scenario.
Yeah.
That's valid.
I don't want to add any more bodies to this.
Okay. So, are you going...
Did we establish that person in front of me?
That's just a dude.
That's just a guy.
That's what I thought. In that case, I'm going to...
So the one you came from or the one ahead?
Oh.
That's the one ahead that you just got brought to.
That was the one that Nana ducked up earlier.
Okay, you have 30 feet of movement, so you could probably get to that alleyway.
Cool. Let's do that.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Fair. That's fair. I think that's probably...
You're a big eagle. What's up?
A big eagle?
Eagle.
Yeah, definitely that.
Howdy, y'all!
So, I'm not gonna waste time turning back out of my form. Do I know which direction she came from originally to meet up with, to go to the bakery? Because I just kind of want to head that direction, because maybe she's...
I'm going to assume it's that. I'm pointing like y'all know what I'm doing. The way Nathan is
I'm
pointed,
gonna start flying that way, looking for a person.
Okay.
Would Fenn notice that standing out there?
It is a huge eagle.
Everyone sees the bird flying.
Yes, everyone knows it.
Very good.
Love it.
Not the
It's
stealth.
so my 80 whole feet.
Yeah. Do you want to dash, or are you doing a...
You know,
action
she's
versus
fast.
attack?
I'll dash. And
Okay.
look around wherever I end up next time.
All right. So 160? Is that what
Oh,
that is?
yeah.
Shit, bud.
All right, bye.
She's
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah. Eyes in the
No,
sky,
Close
dude.
your eyes.
It's your turn.
Yeah. Nana like to hop the fence and get a closer look at the
Hey!
shimmer she noticed. I'm not leaving, okay? I'm not going anywhere. I'll give you your statement. But let me look at this.
He didn't even try to stop the giant bird.
Why didn't you jump on the roof and try and stop the giant bird?
Why didn't he just Super Saiyan jump up there?
Hey, Nana, I'm sorry if I made this a misinterpretation of pointing you in a direction.
There. Okay, in a direction. Okay. Is it pointing me beyond the alley, or is it pointing me there?
I mean, it was helping glean that was the last spot sighted. That is gleaned from your hunter.
All right. Then I'd like to. Is there a way that I can finagle the survival aspect of my... I know there are people who have magical transportation. Can I use this to glean if this may have been a magical transport or a magical camouflage moment? Or...
You know what?
If I can find any traces of...
Why not?
With advantage. Better of the two. 22.
You take a moment and just scan the ground and the wall and the fence. You do not think this was a magical teleportation. Subtle things heading down the alley. Nothing to be confident in direction, but confident to know that she made her way further in the direction she was heading.
Do the traces remind me at all of what I might recognize from Pass Without Trace?
The thing is, the marks are visible. They are not shrouded magically. They are just incredibly well placed.
So as to be subtle.
You know what? Would you roll? It was something I don't remember. Being the fact that you do have Pass Without Trace, you can kind of glean into that category, but it seems like more. You think it might be more of an invisibility type deal.
She's turned invisible. She's straight up turned invisible.
Can you find her?
She's not here. She's gone where she was headed. She points in the direction.
Okay. That's Nana's turn, unless you have something else.
I can't think of much else besides to look pointedly at the guard like, I'm giving you everything I...
He seems to appreciate that. This 17-year-old boy appreciates
I can
that.
see he's a young fella. This is not an easy thing for a new guy on the job. I can appreciate that, being only...
It's just a bunch of babies running around, really.
Sure is. Babes in arms, I tell you what.
But you kind of... He seems to relax a bit. Like the grip on his weapon has loosened. And nobody's run out of view, really, besides a big eagle. And I can't do it right anymore. Eagle. A big eagle. The word's broken forever. He's starting to relax and I think is gaining more of a composure of maybe of helpfulness. It looks like he's ready to take action.
All right,
That is what you're getting from him. Because when he was trying to go through particular channels, he's not a vigilante.
That makes sense. Being as he is a 17-year-old guard.
He just got here. He's not going to break the rules.
Makes sense.
So that is Nana's turn. You're up.
I think Roshan is going to remove himself from the situation. He's going to walk into an alleyway and in angry grunt and punch something as hard as he can.
You hear from behind you, but it is behind the rushing of blood in your ears. But it is murmur beneath the rush of blood. Yeah, go ahead and roll strength for me. Just straight up strength. It's easy enough to hit a wall.
It's a 17.
I mean, nothing happens to the wall.
But you don't break your hand in the process.
I mean, your hand hurts like a bitch, but it is not broken.
That's good.
You think. But your frustration is put into this place. Okay. The guard looking after was approaching, kind of putting their hands up like, hey, let's round up, come on. We're going to figure this out. And they are kind of trying to motion Fen back towards the group, very, very casually. Like, let's go, come on. We'll figure this out.
Cool. Can we get a zoomed out view, Nathan? Is that the directional axis? That's the direction that the presumptive flight was from, and Katie, or sorry, Nick's takeoff too.
Yeah, you can still see the bar. It's
way out there.
Fen will point and go, why don't you look over there and see if that's where she went? And then he's going to use his movement to move through the crowd. He will use his action to dodge, dash, to try and keep pace with this giant fucking eagle. So that's 70 feet of movement to get down the road, and with a nudge to try not to get grappled while he does it.
Yeah, you see that these guys were not, they had hands on weapons, but you run by and it seems like they were not ready to take strikes against you.
Okay.
Making your way forward, and one of them yells, "We got a runner!" And the guy who's looking at you, Nana, looks at you. Let me finish up real quick. 1 second.
Sorry.
1 second, please. Yeah, 1 second. When this guy yells that we have a run, had this look about him like he was going to get things done. He was focusing in on you, trying to calm the situation down. You watch his face drop immediately. Fen, what else do you do?
If any of them ends their turn within 5 feet of me, I'm going to use my bonus action to my skirmisher.
Your
I'll use my reaction, my skirmisher ability to get out of the way if any of them pursues me and ends their feet within 5 turns.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
That's fine. I'm hoping he doesn't count on that, and then also if he takes end offense.
All right. Fen makes his way down. Nani watches this man's face drop, and you can hear sort of the kid kind of mumbles under his breath, shit, as the situation intensifies as many people scatter in different directions, and who knows what the write-off we are going to stop for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We love getting to tell you guys a story. As you can see, everyone's having a good time. Here at the Dice Cult. Here at the Dice Cult, we got stuff, we got things over on youtube.com/the Dice Cult. You can catch up and see what got us here today for On the Backs of Gods. You can also watch some one-shots and beautiful other stories about planning a beautiful royal wedding and the ways it do go wrong and the ways it go right. You can also head over if you were looking for oh boy, D&D's great, but what if also other stuff? You could head over to YouTube and watch Vampire the Masquerade in the Last Remaining Light, a completed vampire story, but completed up in the air. I got things to do. I still got shit to do, boys. But if you're interested in watching a bunch of vampires fucking break a city and the vampire government within, boy howdy, have I got the story for you. So you can head over there if that's your interest. If you'd like to keep up with us, we are at Backs of Gods on Instagram and Twitter. And if you'd like to keep up with all of us, we are at The Dice Cult on Instagram and Twitter. Once again, thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. We love telling you guys the story. And we will see you guys same place. Hey guys. Same place, am I right? Same time, same place, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, cultists.